Having not stood out here for many, many years, and I have to tell you, it feels fantastic. It's a totally different stadium than it was before, and really a beautiful one. And just standing here is thrilling.
I believe in academic excellence very deeply. I believe in sporting excellence. I believe in excellence in the arts, and we aspire to that, and we encourage kids to it. And I think Andover continues to stand for the best, and kids opt into a school where they do a huge amount of homework every night, and that's good, and our standards are high. But we also say you can do that and have wellness as part of your life. On one level, yes, it's a challenge. On another level, it's a huge opportunity. And so my view is to try to change that verb from coping to thriving in a technological age, and to try to figure out what are the ways in which we can use these new technologies to improve the Andover experience. And if it's not an improvement, don't use it. So I actually think part of what we need to do is, in some classes, we don't use any technology at all. And in the U.S. history class I teach, we've got a chalkboard or a whiteboard, and we've got a great text. It's a letter from Abigail Adams to John Adams, wherever it might be. And what's the point of a computer? We've got 12 of us around the table, and we can talk about the hard issues. I don't need a computer. In fact, I say computers down, right, in that class. On the other hand, there are other environments like mathematics, like sciences, like the languages these days, computer science, maybe statistics, where using technologically aided tools for teaching actually enormously valuable and hugely effective. And the other piece, I think, is it allows us to express our non-SIBI goals in slightly different ways. So one of the collaborations we have through a new research institute called the Tang Institute is a collaboration with an online platform called Khan Academy. Yes. So our math teachers, when you were students here, were making problems and actually writing the textbooks that you probably learned from famously. Now when they write those problems, instead of putting them in a textbook, we now put them on the internet with Khan Academy, and there are now 1 million people a month are using our teaching materials from mathematics through the Khan Academy. And those are people all over the world.
We had a group a few years ago of students who came forward and said, we have some problems with gender on this campus, and we need to talk about it. And it was eye-opening for the faculty. We had some students who said, we have a lot of racial diversity, but the conversation has stagnated, and people are not understanding what's really going on and how it feels to be a student of color on this campus. So the kids are being great at prompting us to continue the really important discussions about the community. One of the wonderful things about Andover is the cross-generational learning that goes on. And we're a high school, but thanks to people like you and your classmates and we have the opportunity for kids to learn what was Andover like, and also to realize that they are part of a long history of an institution. And in 60 years, there'll be another group of people looking back at what was going on 60 years ago and 120 years ago. And that's just so important for kids to realize that they're a part of this history and they belong here and they're part of the Andover family.
Maker spaces are emerging. A lot of libraries are looking at them as new ways to engage users and students. Essentially what they are rooms equipped to build ideas.
The raw material that gets melted.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
More importantly, the football and the coach that we had, Steve Sirota, made a tremendous difference in all the players' lives. Steve Sirota, he was not only a football coach, but he taught a whole bunch of lessons in life and sportsmanship and how to get back up again when you got knocked down.
The coaches are still huge mentors and positive influences on kids' lives. It's great.
Film is what I want to do as a career, and I think part of my decision to do that was definitely shaped by being here at Andover.
What I find the most fun is that every day is so unique and so exciting that there's just something cool going on basically all the time here, and I just love that. It makes it really exciting to wake up to. It's like, what's going to happen today?
You're looking at America's future leaders.
Are the relationships that we build here when we're undergraduates, and then through the years, even though we don't see each other for a period of time, when you get back together, you get friends that you didn't even know were friends.
But it's really about creating a home for faculty ideas in 3 specific domains. So the first one is our Learning in the World programs and our Ideas Lab. And essentially that's where we invite faculty members to come to us and say, I have an idea that I'm working on. How can you help me to grow it and develop it? And then the third area that we work on is hybrid learning. And so this is a combination of online and offline materials and the use of new technologies in our classroom.
For a variety of reasons, we will be now gifting works of art that we've collected over a long period of time.
What you said about not coming here when you were students, so when we think about the exhibitions that we want to have here, we think about the ways in which students will be interested in them on their own.
So really, the Edison is in good hands and all the students are very, very fortunate. You all have memories as pleasant and as powerful as these.
I can't wait to meet more members from the class of 1951 in June.
That's a great closing statement.